Today we built up the first massive farm in our mega base, a quad stacked iron farm. Building 4 iron farms way closer together than you normally can for 4 times the rates and 4 times the headache and hassle. It goes great until it doesn't, so let's hop into it. So first things first, we need to go shopping. We need to spend all of the money that we have, which is, oh my god, okay. We have 30 diamonds to our name. I thought I had a lot more money than that. We're poor. We're poor. Anyway, we're gonna go spend all of our money. That way we can maybe build up a farm. And I think that that would be a good idea. This is an emergency. We need to check our shop for profits. Has anyone bought dirt? People have been buying dirt. Look at this. These are pity diamonds right here. Let's go spend all of our newfound dirt money. Okay, so I'm guessing that we can probably buy sea lanterns from this giant ocean monument over here. I don't think this is where this should have generated, but alas, here we are. Oh, hi, we got guardians in the ceiling. Cool, well, that doesn't seem like a great thing. Sea lanterns, 2 stacks for a diamond. That's a great deal. 6 stacks of those, great. Let's get off to some glass and some other things. So Wolverine's a big softie, and he happens to sell a bunch of the concrete powders up here, which I will be needing. These are 1 diamond a stack, so there goes 7. By the way, I'm gonna need like 14 shulkers of concrete, so we need 4 stacks of wool for beds alone, so I guess there goes all that. And then we also got this lovely moon shop up here. That is the complete shattered moon, iconic for truly Bedrock. This place is selling glass, and we happen to need just all of it, really. Just all of it. You know me and my bases. So it's come to my attention that I need a lot more concrete. Just so much more. So we're just gonna take just all of it, actually. Take a look at this gorgeous base right here. Ah, yes. Fantastic base right here. Okay, well, we're gonna build up the first infrastructure of the area. And hopefully once we're done, this place looks slightly not horrible. It's a tall order, though. This place is pretty rough right now. Okay, so I've laid out where the iron farms are going to be going, and I realize that it's incredibly difficult to tell. So we're going to have 1 on the north right there. We're going to have 1 on the west over there, 1 on the south, and 1 on the east. Now, because these are all going to be within 96 blocks of each other, they are going to combine, meaning that it's not going to be as easy as building 1 singular iron farm, because you can't just build an iron farm and then build another one, because they would combine and your iron golems would spawn right in the middle, right? So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to build a regular, straightforward, normal iron farm on the north, and then we're going to build one on the south, because those are actually like 8 chunks in between them. That's far enough apart that they won't combine. And then we can build up the west and the east sides using some stacking technology, and we should have 4 standard iron farms in 1 little area. Now, technically, we could move them closer together and put them in different orientations and all that if we felt like it, but no, I think we'll just keep it simple. Okay, hopefully that's a bit more clear for where the iron farms are going to be going. I didn't fill in the 4th chunk because I don't have enough concrete. But anyway, we need to get some villagers over here now and start up a little villager breeder. Okay, while we're at spawn, we need to commit a little bit of theft on purpose this time. So we're just going to take and replant all of these carrots because I need to actually feed my villagers something. When life gives you carrots, make a carrot cake. Listen, it's not really theft if you replant, and I'm doing a service. I'm tilling all the farmland over here. Okay, we're going to kidnap, recruit 2 villagers from our iron farm. That definitely works very well, guaranteed. So anyway, we're gonna steal 2 of these guys and relocate them to a better place. Okay, well, these are our merry band of villagers right here, so we're just gonna go ahead and take them through the nether real quick, because that sounds like the best idea. Okay, surely this will work out perfectly fine, right? I mean, I think we just nudge them into the portal, and then nothing happens, because riding things can't go through portals. So we just gotta break that, and then both of them go into the portal immediately. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Okay, and here's our guys. Okay, then. Not even a slight hiccup in the plan. Excuse me? A slight hiccup in the plan has formed. Bruh! Is it going down, or is it going through the portal? It's going through the portal. Okay. Okay, so we got our villagers all the way across the nether hub. All the way. So far across. And now we just got to get them down our tunnel. And tell me if you see the problem with that real quick. I'll give you a couple seconds to figure out what the problem is. It's all concrete powder. Bro, we can't make the door larger without, like, the whole wall being griefed. So, that's cool. I guess we can make a hole over here? Bro, just go over, like, half a block. You're literally, like, almost touching it. And, of course, then you massively overshoot it. Oh, and then you land up there! Yeah, you know, there's just nothing you can do for these villagers sometimes. Well, we've successfully gotten our villagers into our nether portal to the base. We got a little micro villager breeder just kind of set up. We're going to have 26 beds up here, so that we hopefully allegedly get 26 villagers from this thing. Now, if I throw out this guy a stack of carrots, and this one a stack of carrots, they should just start breeding, like, basically immediately, question mark? So here's hoping that that happens. And then we'll just, oh yeah, there we go. Literally so easy. So easy. As long as you have more beds than villagers, you should be good to go. Well, while these guys are busy making many children, we are going to go ahead and build up the first of the iron farms over there. And by the time we get done building up one or two of those, these guys should be about grown up and ready to move in.
12 seconds later.
Well, that's a couple babies. I have no idea how many are in there. Gotta say, I love how this sounds. Give me a nitwit. Yeah, there we go. Let's get it. Good job. Good job, Minecraft. We appreciate you. Decided to spend the rest of my money on concrete, and luckily it's only 1 diamond a stack now, which is great.
What follows is a brief construction montage. We hope you enjoyed this brief construction montage.
So this is what the basics of the iron farm looks like. As you can see, it's not like super horribly interesting or anything like that, but once the rest of the base is placed in, it should be looking pretty good. Now, the major feature of this is ray tracing. Of course, as you can see, it looks so good when we have the rays being traced, especially at nighttime. Everything looks beautiful around here, so imagine this on a much larger scale. Okay, we're basically done with our villager breeder now, so we're just going to go ahead and break that guy out, and we're going to go ahead and break that guy out, and congratulations, you can retire happy now. You're going to go to a farm downstate. So now that we're getting these villagers out of the middle, we can actually go ahead and start to build up our first iron farms. Now there's no other villagers in the area to, like, mess up with the linking and stuff. Okay, all the villager tech is out of this area. There's absolutely nothing around this entire zone. So now we are going to go ahead and build up our first iron farm. So we have our 20 guys in here, and none of them are linked to absolutely anything because there's nothing around for them to link to. So this guy right here is going to be our prime dude that goes upstairs and has a great old time hanging out in the rain. Okay, we have put together the first iron farm. We linked up all of our guys up there. We're giving them, you know, workstations and stuff, and now we got ourselves an iron golem. Let's go, boys. Okay, first iron farm is officially working. Overall, not a super pain to get this first iron farm put together, but we always knew that this one would be the easy one. Anything after this is gonna be a pain, pretty much, because now we need to start stacking in our iron farms. Now, we can avoid stacking. Hey, there we go. We got our 2 golems. So we know this one's a double golem village. We got our 20 villagers down below. So we can avoid stacking on the south side. That's more than 96 blocks away, so they're not going to combine villages. So that one's going to be another normal build. It should be perfectly fine and easy. And then that side's going to be a pain, and so is that side. So here's hoping that nothing is really a problem, and we don't have any issues. Sir, I have a serious problem with you. You see, look at this. Why don't you move? Hey, why are you on fire? Okay, stop it. Okay, but for real, look at this. He's not going past this point right here. Stop it. No, move. Bro. What is this? What is your problem? Do you think this is funny? Do you think you're entertaining? I broke the minecart, put him back in there, and it's still happening. Okay, hold up. I can't move him over there at all. Can I just go around it? You know what? If you can't go through it, just go around it. How about this? How about this? Hey, yo. Work smart, not hard. There we go. Yeah, that's how you know I'm a Bedrock edition. Not even a problem. You just gotta learn to work around the bugs. Just go with the flow. Okay, the southern iron farm is now built. This one is in magenta because that's what the color of this side of the base is going to be. So now we should be able to bring in our 4 villagers from right here. And these guys should not be linked to any village or anything like that. So if we put down like a workstation or something over here, they shouldn't link to it because they're not part of a village. So what we need to do is we need to move these guys into this area, set up a breeder over there, get a village established, and then get ourselves up to 20 villagers. Okay, this is the moment of truth right here. We have our villagers in the most janky possible villager breeder. Don't look at it. It's hideous. But if these guys don't link to this bed, then we're gonna have a serious problem, probably. Hey, there we go. Okay. So now, if we start have iron golems spawning over there, that's how we know we have a serious problem. But until then, we're going to put down all the beds on here. We're gonna breed up our 20 villagers, and we're gonna hope that everything just works. Please, please, Minecraft gods, I beggeth. I've been a good piggo. Please, please let the iron farm work. This isn't even the difficult one yet, so I think I deserved this.
1 hour later.
This iron farm is officially working. We have a golem up there. Fantastic. That only took a very long time because the villagers grew up very slowly. And also, I'm missing a villager. I definitely did not, on purpose, accidentally kill him. So we only have 19 villagers in this one right now. Okay, we're getting 2 golems at a time on this one as well. So it truly is just as easy as building 2 normal iron farms. But you build them at the very edges of your simulation distance. They're far enough apart that they won't leak up or anything like that. So that's super easy. Okay, cool. We have 2 fully functioning, fully independent iron farms. And now we're about to break everything because we want to double it. So we're going to start with the western iron farm over here. Now, to get this one to actually work properly, because it is so close to that one and that one, the villages are going to want to combine. So if I just like put down a bed over here and brought in some villagers, it would just like combine probably with both of them, and then all the golems would spawn like over there. So that would suck. Instead, what we need to do is we need to build a village over there and then walk it in and move it in slowly. That way it's its own unique village, independent from both of those. So normally I would build up like a villager breeder out here and get our 10 villagers set up and ready to go. But instead, I'm just going to keep these as our 2 main villagers. We're going to build our village, walk it in, and then we'll breed up our villagers over there. That way it's just a lot less guys to transfer. Okay, iron farm number 2 and number 1 work perfectly. Yay, great, don't jinx it. And now we have iron farm number 3 built up. This is just like the standard structure of the thing. There is no villagers and there is no beds up here yet because, because we don't have that stuff installed yet. Okay, so the way that I know how to stack villages is the old school method from Pico Nico. Like what we've been using for a few years now. There are newer methods that are allegedly easier and simpler, but I'm old and stuck in my ways. So I'm gonna use a bell to make sure that this guy right here is the quote-unquote villager leader. He gets these angry particles, which means that this is its own village right here. If it wasn't, then it would be linking to like one of those guys over there. Okay, so how we're gonna do this is we're gonna have a bed right here, and then we're just gonna let one of these guys link to it, and then we're going to let him go sleep, and then we're going to put down the next bed. Okay, and that next bed is gonna be like over here. And then we're just going to keep moving the beds like 16 blocks or something. And because it's nighttime, they should just walk to it. And then what we do is we break this bed. So now the village center is over here. And then we just simply put down the bed over here. And we just keep walking them in by like 16 blocks at a time. So it's a fairly straightforward process, but it can take a while if you have to do this a bunch. And if you break both the beds at a time, or if they don't properly link, or if they do stupid things, then, you know, you can have issues. We're having troubles, because there's trident drowns being a problem. There's 2 trident drowns, man. Bedrock Edition is just wild, isn't it? Get out of here. We probably got like 4 tridents from that, didn't we? Okay, cool. Well, we got the village basically where we need it now. except that we need to have this up on top of the iron farm, actually. I did forget about that. Mild oopsie, but hey, that's fine. Okay, we've ran around the other 2 iron farms and confirmed that both of those are still spawning their golems. We did the bell trick to make sure their own, you know, unique village. And now it is time to just go ahead and update this one and get this one fully going. So we need to move our villagers upstairs. We need to get a breeder going. We need to get 10 villagers over here. You know, the whole deal. Okay, after a really easy trip getting these guys into a makeshift villager breeder, we have just 2 beds up here. So that's their 2 beds as the center of the village. And now we put down a 3rd one. They should start to breed. And now we're just going to fill this thing up with the 20 beds that we need. And we're only going to get 10 villagers in this one. I'm not trying to lag out this area too early with, like, you know, 80 villagers. We're only going to have 60. That's much better, isn't it? Hey, there goes the villagers. Okay. Well, while we wait for these guys to grow up, we can go ahead and look at how beautiful the blue is. Oh my god. It's great. We love the glazed jello cubes. So good. But you can also see the red and the purple from a distance here. Look at the iron farms at nighttime. This glow is so nice. So imagine this, but so much more going all the way around the base. Oh man, the rainbow lighting is so good. You really cannot go wrong with it. Oh, it just looks so good. And now is kind of the moment of proof. We have our 10 villagers down there. They all have a job. And now we just wait to see if I actually built this iron farm correctly, stacked the village correctly. It would be great if it could spawn like right now. And then I'm just going to keep this recording. And then we're going to do a cut until the golem spawns. And I'm going to make it look like I predicted exactly when the golem spawned. And there we go. As you can see, I'm great at like assuming when these golems are going to spawn. That was immediately. Okay, well, we just spent our very last money on some more glass. And we have 1 diamond to my name now. So that's great, everybody. That's very great. And you know what? We actually have much larger problems than that. So if we just go up to this little muddy piggo real quick. Inside of this chest right here, there is problems. There is a lot of problems. Now you might think, oh, Silent, this is great. This is all the concrete that you need to build your base. And you're right, this is all the concrete that I need to build my base. It's all from Slack Lizard being a mad lad. Bam, another one. That's 8 shulkers of gray concrete. So that's 216 stacks of concrete, which at 1 diamond each is 216 diamonds, of course. So that's over 3 stacks of diamonds that I now owe Slack Lizard. Need I remind you that I have 1? That's a problem. That is a problem right there, my guys. We are in some serious debt. I almost lost an entire shulker of concrete right there. Okay, then. Huge thank you to Slack for being crazy. Definitely more than enough concrete to lay down a single layer over this entire zone. So we're going to be doing this next final village stack during the day because, well, it's currently daytime. Okay, false alarm. Turns out we're actually going to be doing this one at nighttime because it happens to have turned nighttime. Wow, crazy how that happens. Time, ever marching forward. Okay then, well, let's go ahead and get you out of here. Let's go ahead and put your bed down over here, good sir. And then you link to that, maybe? No, you're trying to walk all over this dude's face. That's very rude of you. Go, stop walking on his face. Go to your bed. Go to your bed. Yeah, that's right. Good villager. Okay, okay. Now we just do that to this guy. And you know what? We're going to try and avoid face walking. This is basically like Hulkbuster versus Hulk. Just go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
What, you guys don't enjoy Age of Ultron? Jeez. Please, just stop. How did you even do that? Everything is going great. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about a thing. Villagers are stressful. This is taking years off of my life. Don't go up. Why would you insist on going the long way around? You villagers. That was painful on my soul. In so many ways that I cannot describe. Okay, we have ourselves the next villager breeder and the final one completely built up now. I say completely, but I'm still mid-process of building it. So, you know, it's happening. Anyway, this is going to provide us with the other 8 villagers that we need for this final iron farm. And then finally, this project will be nearing completion. Because it's not going to be done once we have all 4 iron farms. There's still... This is Minecraft. There's always more to do. Okay, our villager breeder is officially working. He is throwing the carrots. This is the ceremonial sign of we need more children in this village. And I would agree, we do need a couple. How many are in there? 7? I guess we just need one more. So, not that many. Yes. I think we have enough children. No! No more children! This is enough! Stop it! So, we have a predicament right now and a decision that we could make. So, these guys were obviously very productive. So, we have our 9 villagers down here, plus the 1 upstairs for a total of 10. That's all we need. But, if there happens to be another 10 in here, which, like, I mean, anybody's guess how many are in that corner, then we could have this one be a 2 golem farm as well and be slightly more for rates. I mean, we could.
Hours later.
And here we go. We got our first iron golem in this area, but that is officially 4 individual iron farms working at their full capacity. We got all 4 of these. Honestly, like, it wasn't that big of a problem to get all these going. Now, in theory, if we stand right here, we should be able to see golems spawning at them. Allegedly. So we know that all 4 of these farms work because they've been working the entire time that we've been building. They just haven't been, like, loaded that much because we've been pretty far off. But as you see, we got a couple stacks of iron at each of them. So eventually, we're going to tie all those iron farms into one central storage system. We also need to establish our trading machines and, you know, melon and pumpkin farms and all kinds of stuff. Re-roll those villagers, give them proper jobs. There is a lot more infrastructure that needs to be done here. Well, we just kind of removed the barriers between those two, and now they're doing the thing. So we should have 20 villagers in this one very shortly. Don't you dare go outside. Ah, jeez. Okay, well, he ran away. Oh, wow, he's really running away. Oh my God, where are you going? Bro, this is not cool. This is not chill. What are you doing? What are you... Oh, he's running towards the other villages. No. Run back home, little dude. Bro, I just, like, it has to be the very last villager that I have to deal with. That has to, like, run away. What are you doing? Who are you linking to? Bro, stop it. Get spleefed. There we go. Oh, wait. No. Okay, I just spleefed myself. Surely he can't get out of that. Okay. I feel like I have some serious damage control to go do now. Okay, I have no idea why this guy was running around being a crazy tomfoolery, but he was linking and unlinking to something, like, all the time, and that was really quite concerning and not a good thing. But we've confirmed that those 3 iron farms are still working. We should be fine. Like, I don't think there's a way he could break it, but you never know with the Bedrock edition. Okay, it's officially a 2 golem farm. We got our dude dying right there, and then we got this guy walking on the edge. Because, well, he doesn't get the memo that you're supposed to die in the lava. Look at that. Okay, this was accidentally a 2 golem farm. It was only supposed to be a 1 golem. Happy accident. Happy little dying golems. Look at how much of a good time they're having. Those are noises of joy right there. Noises of joy. What do you mean it sounds like they're suffering? I thought they liked lava. That's why they're going towards it. See, look, he goes straight for it.
2 days later.
So you know how I said we have 4 working iron farms? Well, I didn't quite necessarily lie. All 4 of these do actually work. But you see, we have ourselves a little bit of a problem. And it's not that little. There's actually multiple problems. Everything is broken, everything is wrong. So I have 2 basic explanations for you. Explanation 1 is I've done goofed. And it's unfixable. Explanation 2. Yeah, hopefully you understand. Hopefully you understand that. So essentially, we have 3 major problems. First of all, this iron farm is just straight up 1 chunk too far away because we moved the entire center of the base over by a chunk, and I just didn't happen to correct the chunk markers that are out here. So this was 5 chunks away instead of 4, meaning it's completely unloaded when we're standing at the center chunk there. So the whole thing has got to be moved right over to here, which is actually fine. That's not really that big of a deal. Now, problem number 2 is I thought we had to be within 80 blocks horizontally of the village center for golems to spawn, and that's actually 64 blocks. That means that not a single one of these iron farms is spawning golems when we stand at the center chunk right there, which also not actually a big deal because we can simply rearrange these beds a little bit and that'll fix it. Now, problem Problem number 3 is that red farm and magenta farm spawn golems really slowly, like just insanely slowly, like 2 every 15 minutes. So it's a miracle that that one just spawned a guy. I have actually no explanation for why that happens. Blue farm, on the other hand, happens to be doing great. It has 10 villagers and it spawns like 5 times faster than these farms with 20 villagers. So there's no explanation for it. We gotta tear them down and rebuild them. That's basically the solution. So yeah, everything is broken. Nothing is right. Not a single one of these is working at any real capacity unless you happen to be standing right next to it. So, you know, good job. Good job. Good job, everybody. We're doing great out here. This would legitimately be kind of frustrating if it weren't for this farm being in one entire chunk off. That actually just makes it really funny. So solution number 1 is to rearrange these beds. Right now they're all around the very center of the farm, which is typically what you want, but we're gonna move all these back beds to the front here. That way the village center is within 64 blocks of our AFK spot. So now the beds look like this, and it's a horrible shape, but you know what? It works. Okay, and I just confirmed that golems can spawn at that farm while I'm standing at the very center AFK spot, so we are good to go for 1/4 of our farms. This is getting out of hand, and now there's 2 of them. Yeah, this pretty much sums up how I feel about the iron farms at this point in time. And with that, we should have all 20 of the beds moved over. The previous iron farm is torn down, and we have all 20 of the villagers underneath us now as well. So essentially, I just transplanted everyone over and moved all the beds. And there we go. We already have 2 golems up here. I literally just killed that last guy. Okay, let's hope that maybe this iron farm is just done and ready to go, shall we? Can I please just place the lava? Thank you. Okay. Oh, how I've yearned for that sound. We're gonna do a little emergency fix to the red iron farm and just basically rearrange the beds. That should make it so that they spawn while we're at center, and maybe that'll just kick this farm into action and make it actually produce the correct amount of golems. I legitimately have no idea why red and magenta are so slow at spawning. I've never seen this before in my life. Okay, we just rearranged the beds on this one. We have gotten our first golem. It took a minute, but sometimes, you know, it takes a minute to get going. So we'll see if this one actually produces a normal amount of golems now. If it does, oh man, that'd be so great. I wouldn't need to kill all those guys and then, you know, move them out 100 blocks and then create a new village and then move them back in and then rebreed them and then get back to the situation that we're at right now. So that would be cool. It would be great if they could just make some golems. Hey, listen, I know you guys are working really hard in here, but it would be great if you could just, like, make a normal amount of golems. I would really appreciate that, okay? Has everybody got that? Everybody got the memo? Because if you don't make a regular amount of golems, 18 of you are gonna die. It just got really bright or dark in here. I don't know what happened. Okay, that was ominous. They're scaring me. Okay, I've given these guys ample time and opportunity to spawn in all of the spooky iron golems that they can. And we've gotten like 18 iron right here. So this pains me so much. But yeah, we're gonna have to kill all of these guys. Okay, so we got our 2 guys. They should be far enough away from everything to not really matter unless they happen to link up to Lime. But it looks like they link to these beds just fine. So if we give them some workstations, they should link to those. And now they don't have jobs. Good! Be unemployed!
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Okay, definitely not an entire hour later. We have our first iron golem in the iron farm. We got our 20 villagers bred up. All these guys are mostly getting their jobs. Just a couple babies around here that need to grow up. So far, not a single nitwit. I'm so proud. Now, it seems like this one is producing golems at a pretty solid rate, which means that it is actually fixed. I would say it's fixed because we got like 5 golems in the last minute. So hopefully this one just works. And then we gotta go tear down the magenta farm and rebuild that one. Cool. Cool. And we've got confirmation that it works from the center AFK spot. Okay. 3 out of 4 farms be working, everybody. Okay, so we've successfully rebuilt this iron farm, and it was spawning golems at the normal rate, but now it's basically completely stopped, and we're having this super slow rates again. So I think something is wrong with magenta still. We're gonna go ahead and rebuild that one, and then hopefully, like, after we tear that out, red just starts magically working. Because there's some sort of issue. Like, I think these two are, like, linked or something is happening where they're sharing the golem cap, even though it should be physically impossible. They're too far away to even know they exist. But something is wrong somewhere. I don't know. I've never seen this happen before. They should just spawn at the normal rate. Or they shouldn't spawn at all. There shouldn't be a weird in-between. Your time has come.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting, and they had to hire a new one.
Yeah, so even after rebuilding magenta, it's still spawning super duper slowly, so we are at exactly the same situation that we started with, but we spent 3 hours rebuilding red and magenta. So that's cool. And as if I needed to learn more lessons in this episode, this is why you always, always, always spawn proof against baby zombies. Because one baby zombie can just ruin your entire... Well, it wasn't really working anyway, but he can add more problems to the pile. Man, it's a good thing I have a gold farm still. That's a lot of golden apples. Jeez. Yes, I'm glad I didn't tear you down yet. So I have no idea what the problem with red or magenta is. I've never seen this issue before where they just spawn incredibly slowly. So if you happen to know what the problem is, or if you're an expert big brain iron farm person, let me know. There's gonna be a download of this world pinned in the Minecraft channel of our Discord server. So if you feel like messing around with it, you can. But as of right now, we're gonna have to move on. There's just gonna be 2 iron farms that are kind of sort of busted, but hey, at least lime and blue haven't let me down yet. That's good, right? But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, then drop a like, share it around, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.